Do you actually know if your dog trusts you? You probably look at your dog every single day and think you understand them. You think that when they lick your face, it automatically means love. You think that when they rip the stuffing out of a plush toy, they are just being silly and having a good time. You might even think that when they refuse to eat without you in the room, they are just being stubborn or needy or clingy. But the truth is, you are likely misunderstanding your dog's deepest signs of respect and misreading their most profound expressions of trust. What you call an annoying dog habit is actually a high-stakes biological imperative. To truly decode the canine mind, we have to strip away our human ego and look at the raw science of their biology. According to professional canine trainers and behavioral specialists, your dog is not just a pet with quirky habits. They are a highly evolved predator running ancient survival software. Everything they do, from where they sleep to how they play, is a measurable physiological shift and a direct neurological response. By ignoring the biological reality of their actions, we silently damage the bond we share with them. Let's recontextualize what is actually happening in your living room. Let's look at the ancient code. Number 1. The scent signature anchor, sitting on your feet. You probably think your dog plops down on your feet simply because it's a cozy spot. But to a dog equipped with a next-level sense of smell, your feet carry the absolute strongest signature of your scent. They are biologically wired to seek out that specific scent for comfort. By applying pressure to your feet, they are engaging in a territorial and emotional anchor. When a stranger enters the room and your dog leans heavier into your legs, they are making a highly calculated statement in canine language. This is my person and I am sticking close. Number 2. The autopilot defense mechanism, sleep growling. This is a behavior that unfortunately lands many dogs in shelters. You go to wake your dog and they respond with a low, menacing growl. You take it personally. But biologically, when a dog is in a deep sleep, their brain goes on autopilot. Their protective instincts completely switch on before they even realize what is happening. They are vulnerable, and the growl is an involuntary defense mechanism, not an aggressive attack against you. Punishing a dog for this forces their body into a fight or flight mode, causing deep anxiety and confusion because they are simply trying to wake up. Number 3. Nutritional triage, eating dirt. If you catch your dog munching on soil or mulch, it is not just a weird, dirty habit. From a clinical training perspective, dogs instinctively turn to the earth when they are seeking minerals or nutrients missing from their current diet. It is a biological diagnostic tool. While it can sometimes be a way of busting boredom, canine nutritionists and veterinarians often look at this as an internal alert system signaling a dietary gap. Number 4. The conflict de-escalation protocol, sneezing in play. Have you ever been roughhousing with your dog and suddenly they sneeze? It isn't a random allergy. It is a highly evolved communication tool, a deliberate reset button. In the wild, rough play can easily turn into a fatal fight. That sneeze is a biological signal to everyone involved that the violence is simulated. It is their way of ensuring the roughhousing doesn't cross the line into actual conflict. Number 5. The vulnerability guard / pack security sink, refusing to eat alone. You pour the food, but your dog just stares at the bowl until you walk into the room. This isn't about them needing your permission. It is wired deeply into their nature, echoing their ancient wild ancestors. Eating a high-value item requires a dog to put their head down, making them entirely physically vulnerable to predators. Your presence provides a literal shield of pack security. They require your specific presence to signal to their nervous system that it is safe to drop their guard and relax enough to survive. Number 6. The kinetic energy purge, Zoomies. When your dog suddenly sprints, chases their tail, and races around the room, they aren't losing their minds. This sudden explosion of movement is a necessary biological purge to blow off steam. Dogs are built as active, roaming creatures. This kinetic release is a profound indicator that their internal systems are healthy, happy, and fueled with energy. Number 7. Resource vaulting, hiding toys in the bed. When you pull back your sheets and find a dirty, half-chewed bone, your dog isn't being silly. They are executing an age-old survival instinct. Dogs are natural resource guarders. By burying their most prized possessions in your bed, they are choosing what they consider the most secure vault in the entire house. Why? Because your bed is completely saturated with your scent. To them, your smell equates to impenetrable safety. Number 8. Predatory simulation. Killing the toy. When you give your dog a plush toy and they grab it with a fierce, violent side-to-side shake, it's not just play, it's an instinctual action. That motion is a built-in release for their natural prey drive, designed in the wild to quickly disable and kill small animals. That squeaker inside the toy, it perfectly mimics the high-pitched sound of dying prey. When they rip the stuffing out of the toy, their brain is biologically simulating the act of ripping the guts out of a hunt. It's raw, ancient violence, and channeling it into a toy is incredibly mentally healthy for their internal stability. Number 9. The environmental shift delay. Lying on the suitcase. Your dog does not just observe you, they feel your environmental broadcast. When you pull out a suitcase, their conditioning instantly recognizes a massive shift. You are leaving. By physically lying on your suitcase or climbing inside it, they are executing canine logic. They are actively trying to delay your departure while simultaneously surrounding themselves with your scent to artificially soothe their nervous system for one last hit of comfort before you disappear. Number 10. Chemical bonding and investigative triage with licking. We started with licking. It isn't just a tongue bath or a random burst of affection. It is one of the deepest, most complex forms of communication your dog possesses, rooted in the very first moments of their life when their mother licked them to stimulate their breathing and keep them alive. When your dog licks you, they are actively mixing your scent with theirs, creating a chemical handshake that marks you as a permanent fixture in their inner circle. But it goes deeper. If you come home with a scrape, a scratch, or an injury, your dog immediately senses the trauma. They lick the wound to investigate the damage and to instinctively attempt to heal their pack leader. They are constantly monitoring your physical state, ready to act. Look at everything your dog is constantly processing. This is a highly evolved predator that has held on to thousands of years of wild instincts, from resource guarding to lethal prey drives, just to fit inside your house. They actively suppress their deepest defense mechanisms when they sleep. They channel their violent predatory nature into plush, squeaky toys. And they rely on your very breathing, your very presence in the room, just to feel secure enough to lower their head and eat a meal. Every single day, they make a massive biological sacrifice to sync their lives, their habits, and their ancient code to yours. They don't see you as just an owner. You are their survival. You are their safe place. You are their entire world. You are home.